Well, I'm back here with another one, and I was just thinking about all the things I do to keep from getting overwhelmed. And I could make individual videos on each one of these things, but for now, and that could come up in a future video. But for now, I really want to go over just a few things. They're going to seem so simple, it's not going to seem like a big stack of things to try to follow, a big list, long list of things the size of your arm to try to write down or follow or check up on to see if you're doing these things. Got my large mug of coffee over here in case you haven't noticed. And I like to include a time where I drink my favorite beverage of choice to think and pull myself together. So that is definitely the first thing, is to, have that time for yourself. That's the first thing I developed as definitely a priority when becoming a mom, is just to have that time. I have used this time today very productively to organize my daughter's life a little more, and to organize the things to get together. We're going up to get her glasses tomorrow, so I've organized her things like her new insurance card, her prescription, just taking that time while nobody is expecting me to do anything else around the house, and just kind of taking that extra time to just organize and get everything packed up in my fanny pack for the next day. As I woke up today, just thinking about, I have this coming up, and it feels like a different kind of hit when everything has been closed down and kind of pushed off till later. Now it's like, okay. And I woke up thinking about all this. I'm like, why not do all this stuff now and get it done? So getting things done ahead of time, setting aside a time to, when you're not expected to do anything else, to even write things down, organize things, get it all together, and have your favorite beverage kind of going in the process. And doing these things so far ahead. That's already like 3 tips in one. But I've kind of got this process so simplified that it feels like one long suggestion, really. So, my next sort of tip is to clear all your social media. If you're having a procrastination problem, clear all your social media off of like the front page of your phone. Put a couple of like important communication apps like your phone and your text. Maybe put those in the dock and choose, kind of the people that you'll talk to that, kind of relate to you and stuff, and put those in the dock. Have your email in the dock. If you need to get all your email from maybe your kid's school and your doctors and your family's doctors and stuff, have all that kind of in the dock, all your important communications. But just, if you're procrastinating, if you don't have this issue, don't listen to this one, forget it. But if you have procrastination issues, take, your true friends will understand if you don't get back to them right away. And social media, you're just basically scrolling through your feeds anyway, or you're like answering little small talk messages anyway. And it's like, so, take those, put them in your app drawer, your app library, whichever phone you're using, Android with the app drawer, iOS with the app library. Because now both operating systems have widgets. So that's going to get into this, kind of going into the same tip and transitioning. Put your most important focuses on that, on the first 2 pages of your home screen, so that you can get to them. So what I have is my notes and reminders on my first page. And if you have Android, all it's going to be is Google Keep, and you can choose if you just want reminders only, or if you want all your notes, or pin notes only, and you're good to go. It's all in one app. And with iOS, you have Apple Notes and Apple Reminders, which are good at doing each thing individually. So I have both of them as widgets. I can look at my most important notes for myself and my husband, because we have our little Apple Notes inbox. It's just the main notes. And because we share that folder, we actually share that whole iCloud system. All the notes come up to each other to refer to or get right on the home screen, alongside reminders that I can quickly check off that I need to get done. And then my second page has a journal I like to keep up with. And then that's all I worry about, really. Has all that kind of stuff there. And then I have the app library right there with all, whenever I want to get out my social media and things. And then I have certain, when I do want to read tweets, like things that I know are kind of cool, that kind of help with learning about health and things like that. I do keep those in my notification center, delivered quietly. So if I want to keep up with certain tweets or YouTubes or podcasts that are not things, that are going to like disrupt my lock screen or disrupt my time, either off my phone or doing things of importance. Those can be kind of read when I have some downtime and things like that. So another tip, and this one's a big one, you ready? Okay, I'm ready. The third tip is going to help you get out of so many arguments that, if you're somebody who's a big arguer and kind of like has your own point of view, like I am, and wants to be heard, and you might not even mean it in an angry way. You might not even mean it in a, you might literally just want to communicate what you feel or think about any given situation, especially at home when everybody's been kind of here in COVID and everybody's been stuck. I've related to this kind of already anyway, but that's kind of why I'm up here talking to you, because, being a mom who's becoming more and more health conscious, I see the importance of this. So a way, if somebody starts and they're hollering at you for something that they feel is so dramatic, and maybe you don't feel it's that bad, or things that maybe you screwed up on even, and it hurts your ego a little bit to hear that you screwed up, and you almost want to lash out and blame them or whatever. The best thing to do in this situation is just to breathe and be silent, and don't give in to your emotions or your immediate reactions, because those are going to fail you every time. Those are just and I could maybe do a whole video on this. If you guys want to see that, let me know. But that is where your first reactions, if you want to communicate how you're feeling, they're going to need to be thought out, and you're going to need to maybe do a little bit of strategy of how to word things to certain people, so that they're not overly sensitive to your reactions, or you're not overly mean, overly angry, overly upset, overly emotional, things like that. So instead of reacting the first thing that you normally would want to do, and this is going to be hard, when you first learn this as a technique, your muscles in your arms and in your legs are literally going to tense up, because you're going to be so used to this knee-jerk reaction all the time, and you're going to want to get your point across, especially if you've done it your entire life, like the first 25 years of your life, 30 years of your life or so. It's going to be really hard. And so breathing, just taking a deep breath, and kind of, you'll be able to do it more and more silently the more you kind of do this, and you won't have to even show that you're feeling anything. And then what this does, especially if it's a drama-based thing, it lets them know that maybe this isn't so bad and it's my own feelings. And then, once you kind of calm yourself down, it takes about 60 seconds to just breathe in. And I have some techniques I'm going to share with you. I have kind of a very cool couple of videos. One of them gives a lot of techniques, and one of them gives, for calming down and kind of keeping the peace in any minute. And one of them gives a lot of like how to stay present and invite presence and into your life and kind of be more present in your life. And so I'll put both videos in the link in the description. I focus a lot more on relationships and kind of this kind of structure and, productivity and implementing tech and all this stuff to integrate into your life of self-development. And so I may not technically be like a breathing or breath work or meditation teacher, but, or a kind of like presence sort of teacher, but I'll definitely point you to the right people. And so 2 videos, I actually happen to watch both of them today. They will be in the description below for that one. And so yeah, really breathing and being silent. Again, I could do a whole video on that. So I hope that this helped and that you liked this video. I'm going to put these in the description. I hope you watch them. They're not too long of videos, and they'll kind of help put the present moment and calmness, peace into a good perspective, and that you can kind of base even more of this on at a deeper level than I've went into here. So thanks for watching, and again, let me know of any of these that you want to see an in-depth video on. And I enjoyed being back up here. I just thought this would be worth sharing. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.